What is going on, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the DGAZ reverse split, getting into that whole situation, what's been going on. I'm sure a bunch of you guys have heard about this. Well, I'm going to go into deeper depth today on what is occurring in that situation, right? And we're going to talk also about what is a reverse stock split in general? We're going to go over this very broad definition here on Investopedia, then hop onto another article that talks about the DGAZ ETNs here by Credit Suisse. So let's talk about what is a reverse stock split. So a reverse stock split is a type of corporate action in which a company reduces the total number of its outstanding shares in the open market. A reverse stock split involves the company dividing its total quantity of shares by number as 5 or 10. In DGAZ's situation, they're doing 20, which would then be called for a 1 for 5 or a 1 for 10 reverse stock split, respectively. So since DGAZ is doing a 20 reverse split, this would be called a 1 for 20, right? So, a reverse split is also known as a stock consolidation, stock merge, or share rollback, and is the opposite exercise of stock split where a share is divided into multiple parts. So, pretty much, guys, DGAZ is doing this, and a bunch of these ETFs that we follow in the stock market, the velocity ETFs, the 3x leverage ETFs, they do this due to the price of those shares being very, very low. So if we notice that DGAZ is, trading at like $3 per share as of now, right? Let me just take a look at DGAZ very quickly for you guys. It's trading at around $3 per share. It was literally at $2.30 yesterday. Since the price keeps getting lower and lower and lower, typically these, ETF companies, these leveraged 3x ETFs, or, these ETN companies, they, do reverse stock splits to push up the price back, right? We saw this happen to UGAZ literally a year or two ago. Now it's happening to DGAZ, and this is just something to keep, the price of the stock or the ETF or whatever we're trading healthy. So that's pretty much what's going on in terms of DGAZ and what a reverse stock split is. Now let's go into that article that talks more about this so we can get a better understanding of when this is happening and how this will affect current DGAZ owners, because I know a lot of people out there are still holding on to these shares. So let's talk about what's going to happen to you. So the reverse split will be in effect at the open of trading on November 26th in 2018. So that's about 6 days from today when I'm recording this video. So what day will that be? Today's Tuesday. So next Monday, pretty much, guys. Next Monday, this is going to be in effect. So on Monday, next Monday, DGAZ will begin trading on the New York Stock Exchange on a reverse split adjusted basis. And we just talked about what that means. They're going to be doing a 1 to 20 split. So holders of DGAZ who purchased the ETN prior to November 26th will receive a 1 reverse adjusted split for every 20 pre-reverse split ETNs. In addition, such purchasers that hold a number of ETNs not evenly divisible by 20 will receive a cash payment for any fractional ETNs, because remember, guys, the stock market is not Bitcoin. It's not cryptocurrency where you can have partial shares. So, a lot of people that are going to be involved in this split, they don't have a share amount that's divisible by 20. So let me get into deeper depth on this. What does this mean, guys? Not evenly divisible by 20. People that don't have a share amount, let's say you don't have 100 shares that's divisible by 20. Let's say you have 105 shares, which is obviously not divisible by 20. You're going to get a cash payment, a cashback payment for those 5 shares that in this case will be considered the partials, right? Because, again, ETNs not divisible by 20 will receive a cash payment. So the bad thing about this, guys, is that if you've been bag holding DGAZ, let's say you got in at $10 and they're going to do the split when it's at about $3, let's say $4, they're going to do that 1 to 20 split. you're pretty much going to receive a cash payment for those partial shares that's going to be way less than where you bought in at. So you're pretty much taking a loss on those partial shares, and there's no chance that those could eventually come back up to life for you, come back up so you can regain your money. So you're pretty much just taking a loss right away on those partial shares, but you'll be able to hold on to whatever shares are divisible by 20, whatever share amount is left that is divisible by 20 that you have, which will have a chance to maybe get closer to your buying points if you're bag holding or whatever you guys are doing in terms of DGAZ. And a lot of people got burned on these inverse ETFs by holding them long term. And literally, guys, if you look on their website, these aren't really meant to be held long term. That's not the objective of this investment. These are really meant for one-day day trades or very, very short. You can get away with very, very short swing trades, maybe up to a couple of days, right? But these are not meant to be held longer than a week, in my personal opinion. Even on the website, it tells you these are not meant to be held long term. The objective of the investment is more, increasing volatility in the short term to benefit traders like us in the short term, or the 1 to 2 to 3 day, swing trade time frame. So let's get on with this. So the cash amount due on any partials will be determined on November 30th. So 26th, guys, is when the split's going to take into effect. 4 days later is when you're going to be getting your cash, right? You're going to actually know that's when they're going to determine it. I'm not too sure if that's when you're going to be getting your cash. That's probably going to be paid out in December at some point, but you'll get that. Oh, there it is, guys. I didn't even read the rest of this part. So yes, December 5th, right? I literally just said that. So a couple of days later, you're going to be getting your partials paid by Credit Suisse AG. So I hope I'm saying that right. Suisse. I think it's Suisse because 2 S's. I think it'll be pronounced Suisse. Let me know if I'm saying that right, guys, if you're listening. So, the closing indicative value of DGAZ on November 23rd will be multiplied by 20 to determine the reverse split adjusted closing indicative value. Following the reverse split, DGAZ will have a new CUSIP. Okay, this doesn't really matter right now. So pretty much, guys, that is what you need to know. DGAZ is going to be split 1 for 20, so whatever the price is on the 23rd, it's going to be multiplied by 20, and if you do not have a share amount that is divisible by 20, you're going to receive cash for any of those partial shares that are not divisible by 20, because again, this is not cryptocurrency, guys. This is the stock market. You cannot have partial shares in the stock market. So I hope this cleared things up for you guys. For those of you guys that are holding DGAZ, for those of you guys that want to invest or trade DGAZ, whatever you want to do, I hope this cleared this up on what is going on, what is a reverse stock split, and what to expect. So if you guys want to keep touch with me, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and join our Discord group chat and our Facebook community. All of those are linked down below in the description box. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.